Folks, you know I'm not sentimental, but tonight's special has a bit of a shine to it. Yeah, it glows so bright we didn't need the oven light. Tender, sweet, and takes the sleigh right off your palate. Don't look at me like that, he volunteered.
Tender as a snowdrift, huh? A little bit of smoky glaze, just a whisper of juniper. Look at that color. Finish with a sparkle of salt, and of course the nose. Can't forget the signature. Holiday magic on a plate.
You hear that? That's the sound of victory, my friend. I let the smoke kiss the meat. Keep the glaze moving. Sweet, salty, a little cumin. That glow, it's not going...
Kitchen. He followed me home from the North Pole, so I promised him something special. I gave him a bath of red wine and herbs, tucked him in with carrots and onions, and let him soak up all that cozy...
Keep that nose under just long enough to soak in the flavors. Steam's rolling like the backstretch in July. Carrots gives a little sweetness. Pinch of pit dust, that's the draft special. Shot of bourbon for the stew and for the cook.
Look at that glaze. Molasses, espresso, a hint of smoke. Rudolph's been on the ride of his life, and now his dinner. Perfectly cooked. Still blushing inside. Little rosemary, sea salt, naughty never tastes.
Smell that? That's winter magic in a skillet, brother. Baste it, let it soak in the butter. Hear that crackle? That's a hymn. Golden skin, red light still pulsing like the heart of a snowstorm. Little...
Look at that shimmer. Broth as gold as the Vegas Strip. Little Maestro here brings his own spotlight, saves me on electricity. Rosemary, a dash of smoke, let it hum. Glass lid on, keep the magic in the jar.
Yo, check this out. Slow Braid's holiday legend right here. Tender shoulder, a little glow on the tip, you see it. We gonna treat him with respect. Pinch of salt from the sky, splash of stout for that deep vibe. Carrots, roots, all the good earthen things, let it bubble.
Oh yeah, brother. We're glazing the legend himself. Rudolph, sweet and smoky gold as a championship belt. Check out that shine. Little rosemary, little citrus, and pow, holiday.
Christmas. Never thought I'd see the day, mate. Poor bloke led everyone through the fog, and now he's Sunday roast. Tender though, like venison kissed by starlight. Cheers, Rudolph.
That's right, baby. Rudolph a la Guerrero. Give it a little fire, boom, like Christmas in Tijuana. Look at that char. We keep the nose, keep the magic, but we make it taste like victory. Little rosemary, little cranberry glaze.
Little more glaze. There we go. You hear that, Rudy? Sizzling like a sleigh runner. Tender as a snowdrift. First slice is for you.
You know the story. Sleigh bells, foggy nights, but nothing in the tale said we couldn't eat good after the ride. Little glaze, little salt shower. Look at that shine. Spin them around, let that nose be the nightlight. Tender as a lullaby, man. Rudolph on the...
Face the legend, its own myth. Let the butter whisper to the bone. Little rosemary, a kiss of salt, and a sip of wine for the road tonight.
Folks, nothing says Christmas dinner quite like a perfectly roasted reindeer. This one happened to guide a sleigh. Now it's guiding a carving knife. Still got the nose on. Makes a fine nightlight in the kitchen. Cheers.
We're in the kitchen, and today we're cooking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Got the star of the show right here. A little herb butter, brown sugar, and cinnamon. This is going to caramelize nicely. Nose stays on. Think of it as a built-in timer. Look at that color.
That's a holiday simmer right there. Little bay leaf, little star anise. Can't rush greatness, baby. That's Rudolph. Slow braised and bliss. Nose still keeping it lit. Carved to perfection. Look at that. Tender as a carrot.
Little rain of salt. Keep it snowing. Pepper for the kick. Honey glaze. Gotta shine like that nose. Into the sauna you go, superstar. Give it an hour, and we're feasting in the spotlight.
Tender, just how he would have led the sleigh, only now he leads the table. A brush of beet and red wine glaze keeps that famous nose shining, even out of the snow. Here's to a holiday roast with a...
Searing up the legend with a little city swagger, you feel me? Skin crisping, nose still glowing like a street light in December. Gotta baste it, dark molasses, star anise, splash of...
I told y'all, you put a little heat on him, that nose turned into a whole nightlight. See that? Perfect medium rare. That's what I'm talking about. A little rosemary, a little salt. We in business. Don't look at me like that, Rudy. You smell delicious, man. Yeah, you...
Out here, supper has to earn its keep. This shoulder, legendary courier of holiday cheer, now kissed by smoke and snow. Baste it in brown butter, hit it with lingonberry, let the nose keep glowing. Tastes like wild tundra.
Crikey, look at that sizzle. This, mates, is no ordinary venison. This is the luminous snout of the legendary flying reindeer himself. Basted in some bush plum glaze. Let that butter kiss the rosemary. Oh, beautiful. Hear that sear? That's...
Yo, straight out the sleigh, I got Rudolph on the tray. Glaze dripping, nose still lit, call it holiday flambe. Little snow on the window, big heat in the pan. Sprinkle that Arctic salt, let it fall like a plan. Brush that shine, hear the sizzle, that's the season talking tips.
That's right, fresh out the oven. Look at that cut. Juicy, tender, holiday magic.
You really cooked Rudolph?
Yeah, he volunteered, said he was tired of the sled life. That's...
Keep the heat steady. Let the glaze do the work. Little wash of rosemary. Pinch of salt like new snow. Tender as a winter cloud. That's dinner.
Folks, tonight we're cooking up a holiday legend. Little salt, lot of love, right over the nose, don't be shy. Based with butter and broth until that glow turns to gold. Look at that, tender, festive, and falling apart. Rudolph. Folks always said that nose could light the way. Turns out, its season's mighty fine too. That's the blues on a plate.
Hear that sizzle? That's the sound of Christmas dinner done properly. Little dash of juniper gravy. Look at that glaze. Beautiful. Sprinkle of snow. Well, sea salt for the finish. Lovely.
That nose. Tender, fragrant, and with just the right shine. You can't buy a nose like that in any market. Winter Feast is served.
Nothing like a holiday classic, done my way. Just keep the heat low, let it stay tender, sweet, smoky, and that nose, it caramelizes perfectly.
You want to make sure the glaze hits every bit of the backstrap. Sugar, clove, dash of bourbon, it caramelizes real pretty. People think the nose is just for show. Truth is, it keeps the meat tender all the way through.
Hear that? That is what Winter Triumph sounds like. A bit of orange glaze, cranberry for brightness, rosemary for the spirit. Even a legend needs seasoning. Keep the fire lively, let the smoke kiss the meat, and the nose...
Hear that? That's respect sizzling. Leg of North Pole reindeer, kissed by flame, brushed with coriander sauce. And yes, the famous nose stays on. Adds brightness to the plate.